Hi everybody, welcome back to the next installment of Vocal Diagnostics. Today we're going to talk a little bit about resonant space. We like to throw around this term a lot in singing, so make it more resonant, or that's not resonant enough, or do you feel the resonance? So what in the world are we talking about? Well, as you know, sound is created down here. The vocal cords vibrate, they travel up through the tract, and then there's a great deal of shaping and coloring that happens in this area. When we talk about resonance, what I'm referring to specifically is the ideal placement for those things that we can change and adjust that allows the sound to be as efficient as possible. So we get the best sound, the sound that projects the best, for the least amount of work. Let's explore that a little bit. Okay, to do this, I'm going to ask you all to think of something that you love the smell of. You have to be able to almost smell it right now. It's always food for me, let's be honest, I'm always thinking about food. So for me, it's baked bread right out of the oven. Think of your favorite smell. I'm going to think about whole wheat bread coming out of the oven, smell it right now. Okay, you should see a few things happening right here for me. Watch one more time. What do you see? You should see a slight lowering here, okay? And if you're not noticing that in your own voice, try it a couple more times. If you're going like this, that's too much tension. You really have to smell in a good smell, which is why this only really works if you're thinking of a smell that you want to smell. Smell, for example, imagine something, for example, that you hate the smell of, like a bad smell. You immediately feel some tension creep in there. That's no good. That won't help us. So what we want to do is think of that nice smell that we really want to take in and try as much as possible to imagine that smell. The more specific, the better. Okay, so we're going to smell that smell in, and then we're going to hum a note and release to a sound, okay? So we're going to sing. So as you take in that smell, you're placing everything, you're going to hum to test to make sure you still got the same smell you found, the placement for the smell, then you're going to release to a vowel, okay? And we're going to talk through the different steps here. One more time there, smell it in. Okay, we identified one of the pieces before of this puzzle. It's the larynx slightly lowering. It's not depressing. It's not forcing itself down like it is in a yawn. The second thing is you should feel the palate lift. Now, it's lifting in such a minute way. We almost shouldn't be able to feel that. It feels cavernous to us. It feels massive when we feel that lift. It's very tiny, but just know that it is lifting. The third thing you should feel is the back of the tongue slightly descending. So 1, 2, 3. Palate, tongue, rear, back of the tongue, and the larynx. Those three things combine to help us create ideal placement. One thing to remember with the tongue, in addition to the back of the tongue, is the tip of the tongue. Where should it be? Touching the back of the bottom teeth. Right there. I like to think of it as a wave, kind of cresting on the shore like this. You don't want it to be rigid or tight or held in place. You want it to be loose and flexible. It also helps the back of the tongue to not bunch up or flex on us. So that is what we call the good smell breath. Think about that to find your ideal resonant placement, and I hope that helps in your practice room. Thank you.